We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. It's the one-game National League Wildcard playoff between the St. Louis Cardinals and the New York Mets. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Well, I really love these one-game wildcard matchups to kick off the postseason. Kind of tough that your season comes down to one game after such a grinding season, but what's better than a winner-go-home game, especially when that's the case for both teams? Should be a lot of fun to watch.
The old holdout purists may scoff, but I gotta tell you, this is as exciting as it gets, folks. One game to decide who moves on. It's the Wild Card playoff on the Show, and it comes your way next. Matt Harvey gets the nod here at home for the National League Wild Card game. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
When you think of Matt Harvey, you think of the 2015 World Series against the Kansas City Royals. At one time known as the Dark Knight, has had some arm injuries, not quite the velocity that he used to have. He's still 93 to 95 miles an hour. His off-speed pitches aren't quite as crisp as they used to be before his injuries. He's trying to fight his way to be back to being a really good starter. He eats up some innings, but he's not the dynamic guy that he was early in his career.
First pitch, 7-0-6.
Late square, and this is popped up. There to tuck it in is Rendon for the first out.
Batting second, the center fielder, Lou Brock.
Now at the plate, Lou Brock, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the pitch. Harvey is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, one, limiting the number of pitches that you throw in a game, and two, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at-bat.
He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
Batting third, the first baseman, number 5, Albert Pujols.
Into the box now, Albert Pujols. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. From the belt, the pitch swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He can't make the play as it hops over the wall, and that's a break for the defense as it's going to keep the runner from first from scoring.
Well, I do wonder if that ball stays in the ballpark, do they send him home there? It's really hard to say with the ball bouncing over the wall for a double. That might have cost them a run there.
Standing in now, Stan Musial. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Brock at third, Pujols at second with one away. 2-1.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
From the stretch.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
3-2 now.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
In now, Rogers Hornsby. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. He's set. Here it comes. Hit on the ground to third. A tag for one, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Throw to first, not in time, so they'll settle for one out. At the plate, Ina Slaughter, and a great chance here for the Cardinals to add on in just the first inning. As a look, now the pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. 2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Cards lead it 1-0. Bob Gibson is on the mound for the visitors in this NL Wildcard matchup. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, when you look at the definition of rock solid for a starting pitcher, this is your kind of guy. Career ERA under 3, just knows how to get it done. Controls the running game, limits the amount of damage, and more importantly, he knows how to win, and that's why it's going to be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
And here's Christian Yelich now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The pitch. Now a fastball on the inside corner, and he takes a look at strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. Up high. 2-1 now.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Slider misses, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
He somehow gets that one by him. 3-2 now.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
And he fouls this one off. The next 3-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. At the plate, Fernando Tatis Jr. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
At the plate now, Mike Piazza. As he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And a big swing and a miss from Piazza as they jump ahead of him 0-2 here.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
And Big Mike won't go after that one. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. 2 out, nobody on. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more of this wild card showdown after this. Now at the plate, Yadier Molina things here against Matt Harvey.
Yadier Molina.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball 1, no play.
Now the 1-0.
2 balls, no play.
And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And Vlad will put this one away for route number 1.
Batting it, the third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Here's Matt Carpenter. Career numbers against Matt Harvey. He's got 1 hit in 16 tries. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. And now a pitch on the way.
Hey!
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Well behind that fastball, it's a swinging strike.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
So Paul DeYoung, as the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. A 2-0 count to the Redbirds' designated hitter.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
Woo, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Still even at 2-2. And the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Hernandez grabs it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Vladimir Guerrero. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And the pitch.
Guerrero.
Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 home.
Count 2-1.
And obviously, this guy's a double threat up there. He can run and he can go yard, too. You don't want to walk him because he might steal a base on you, but you don't want to groove a fastball either because he can take you out of the yard.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walk hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
Digging in, Robinson Cano. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a good pitch there as this ball swung on and popped straight up the chute right around home plate. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for route number 1.
The designated hitter, Pete Alonso.
So a runner, one man gone, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nope.
We're in the second with the Redbirds holding a 1-0 lead. A ball and a strike.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a four-seamer.
Now throw over, and he'll dive back in. The 1-1. Clearly trying to control the step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Hard sinker misses 2-2. Runners on first with one down. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Before the pitch, a check at first, and the runner back. And that brings up the former MVP, Keith Hernandez. Pitch out, nothing doing. A runner on first with 2 away. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Mets leave 1. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Striding in once again, Ozzie Smith. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch.
Pull, that's inside.
The 1-0. There's a fastball that misses.
He may be down 2-0 after those first two pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Pops this one up. Tatis ranging into the outfield. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Lou Brock.
Stepping into the box, Lou Brock. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope. Count's 1-0.
The 1-0. And he popped him up. Tatis onto the grass. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 5, Albert Pujols.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Albert Pujols. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat.
0-1's the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
Two and two. Fouled off. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they hold a 1-0 lead. In now is Anthony Rendon as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a sinker misses here. No, a called strike. I take that back. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo! Up and in.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Bounce to first. He's right there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting ninth, the left fielder, Montez Irvin.
Stepping in, Monty Irvin. First delivery to him on the way. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
The 1-2. grounded back up the middle. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
In is Christian Yelich, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Three and 0 now.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Here it is, the 3-0. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Up next is that. The shortstop, Fernando.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Yes, he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's the first pitch to him.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And there's ball 1. Here's the 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's giving the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Line drive to left. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are 2 away.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Into the box now, Mike Piazza. From the belt, the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Two down, runners at first and second. Two and 1 to Piazza.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
2-2 to the Mets catcher.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Here's the 2-2. Sent on the ground out to second. On the first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Mets. It remains 1-0. Coming to the plate now, Stan Musial. He drew a walk his first time up. And now a pitch on the way. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
Now that's second baseman, Roger Hornsby.
Digging in now, Rogers Hornsby comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. A ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
2-2 now.
Back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Hey, D-Row, that's a 1-out single right there. And hey, the pitcher hasn't pitched out of the stretch in a while. He's been pretty sharp so far in this one.
Yeah, and hopefully that runner right there can get his attention. A little bit more diverted on first base, and then he leaves a cookie over the middle of the plate.
Stepping in now, Enos Slaughter, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Comes set with the 0-1. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
This is the kind of at bat where your hitting coach grabs you on the way back to the dugout to have a little chat about your approach. Not a lot of positives to draw from that at bat when you take 2 strikes and then you chase one out of the zone to go down on only 3 pitches.
So now to the plate, Yadier Molina. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 1-0. Popped him up. Cano is there, and the side is retired. Cards leave one, but they're up 1-0. Bottom of the inning now, and next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero. He drew a base on balls his first time up. And the pitch.
1-0.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. On the line, that's a base hit into left field. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the fourth.
That's a grind pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate, and this batter's able to fight and keep his hands inside this baseball and drive it for a knock. Impressive.
To the plate now, Robinson Cano, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Throw over to the bag. Runner back safely. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hit down the line at first. Scooped up, one there, on to first to complete the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Plate now is the designated hitter, Pete Alonso. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Now the 1-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
Over at the knees, and that's the 2nd strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. Drilled down the line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. They're down 1-0. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as the TCU product. The left-handed hitting Matt Carpenter is the first to bat in the inning. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. This is in the air out to right field. Right fielder is on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now batting, designated hitter, Paul DeYoung.
Next will be the designated hitter, Paul DeYoung. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Oh, that's low.
1 out, nobody on. And he falls behind now, 2-0. 2 balls and a strike.
Count is 2-1.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner. Hard ground ball to third, fielded by Rendon. And there's out number 2.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Harvey.
Ready for another shot now. Ozzie Smith. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
Line, but speared on a hop.
But the throw will be well late. So a good play, but it's all for naught, as that'll be an infield single.
Boy, there's a quality infield base hit right there. That kind of reminded me of the old Yankees shortstop, Derek Jeter, on that jump throw.
Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long. But up here, guys are making those plays, at least making you think about them. That's an amazing play by the shortstop to leave his feet and at least make this close.
No balls and 1 strike. Two out with the man at first. Now a throw over. A dive, but he's back. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Working for the punch out and the offering.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
High in the air out to center field. Yelich is under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals, but they're on top 1-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. No, they have not scored yet, but they have been successful in running up the pitch count, something they feel will eventually pay dividends on the scoreboard as the starter gets tired and they are forced to go to the bullpen. For now, they're sticking to the plan.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading up for the Mets, the first baseman, Keith Hernandez.
First pitch on its way.
Ball, that's in.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Hit back toward the mound. And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single. Well, after being late on a fastball there, it looked like they did him a favor.
Yeah, Matt, that's surprising right there. I didn't understand that pitch sequence. He blew the fastball right by him, sped up his bat with the off speed, and got hurt.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Jump set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with the single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of role they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
At the plate, Monty Irvin. Line drive to center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third. It's 1-1. Back to the top of the order now. That'll bring up Christian Yelich. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to left. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Rendon isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. Yelich is running. A pitch out. The throw. On a great time to pitch out as he'll be thrown out easily at second.
Wow, that's a big-time throw right there, and it's a tall task to throw him out stealing a bag, but he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that one.
2 out, nobody on. Too far out in front that time. You can't keep it fair. 2-1. Here's the pitch.
Too high.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
And a slider called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Coverage of the wild card game rolls on after this. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Now here's the pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. Hot shot down the line, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Just off the end of the bat, it's a foul ball, and he'll stick around. The 0-2 once more. It's taken down and in for a ball.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
So stepping in, Stan Musial. He was a ground-out victim last time up. And he gets ahead 0-1. Here's the pitch.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
And it's fouled away. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Bouncer to the left side. Rendon has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The batter, the second baseman, Roger Hornsby.
Digging in and looking for more, Rogers Hornsby. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. On its way is pitch number 75.
Ball that time.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
The 2-0.
Ball 3.
No surprise here that they're working around this big boy. Certainly not going to let this guy tie the game up with something fat out over the heart of the plate.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it, but when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your 1-run lead.
Stepping up now, Enos Slaughter. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on its way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
And that misses 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Cards leave 1. They're down 2-1. plate, Mike Piazza. He'll get things started here in the second half of the sixth. First pitch coming. Here it is. The windup and the 0-1.
One ball, one strike.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. There's the cold strike he was looking for. 2-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And a swing and a miss by Piazza, and he's a strikeout victim here.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. Last time through was a base hit. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
Count 1 and 2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Now here it comes.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
The 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Stan, the man, waits on this one. And he's got it for out number 2.
The batter number 24, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Stepping up to the plate, Robinson Cano. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Ball 1.
Hops this one up. Carpenter in foul ground, but this will land untouched. The 1-2 pitch. No offer at the curve that time, and it's knotted up at 2-2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball, put himself right back in his at-bat.
Here now the 2-2. It's laid off, and the count runs full.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Fouled away. The next 3-2. Pulled toward right center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. We're back with more of this wild card showdown after this. stepping in and ready for another shot, Yadier Molina. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a high strike there, 0-1. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. A 1 pitch on its way.
Whoa, that pitch was out.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Two and two to the Cardinals catcher.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top-notch. This guy's a horse.
The 2-2. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound. And he's already made the change. That's going to do it for Matt Harvey. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first.
Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Ready with the 0-1. And they go away here. It's a cold strike, 0-2. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Hit out towards second. There's one. Back to first, and a costly at-bat there as the possible tying run is erased on the double play.
They played the matchup there, and it worked out perfectly. Ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
So base is empty now after the double play, and standing in is the DH, Paul DeYoung. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
2 out, nobody on. 2-1. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. And he lays off ball 4, so now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
The batter, number 1. Shortstop.
Digging in once again, Ozzie Smith, man at first after the 2-out walk. From the stretch. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
1-1.
A runner on first with 2 away. Softly hit to short. He's got to hurry, and he's safe.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second, and guess what? He bought his batter, he made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen. Lou Brock will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
And it's 1-1 to Brock. Here's the 1-1.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Here's the 2-1. Reaches down and hits this one on the ground to short. Reined in. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Mets bullpen able to stem the tide. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. It's the Mets 2 and the Cardinals 1. John Brebbia gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Last half of the 7th here. Striding forward now is the DH, Pete Alonso. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. He holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Brebbia, a 6'1" right-hander who was selected in the first round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Grounded weakly down the line toward third. And there's one away.
The first baseman, number 17, Keith Hernandez.
Ready now, Keith Hernandez. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Drilled to the right side. And that is through into right field for a single.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
At the plate now, Anthony Rendon, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Nope.
Now a changeup, but it misses just a little below the zone. The 2-1. This is skied into short left center. Musial comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 20, Montez Irvin.
Digging in, Monty Irvin. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup, and a good job of dropping it in for strike one.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Whoa, that pitch is out. Nope, that's off the plate.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
2 out with the man at first. 3-1 to the Mets left fielder. Christian Yelich would be next. Set. Here's the 3-1. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
A runner on first with 2 away. Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Mets strand 1. They still lead it 2-1. Dylan Betances has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 68, Yelich.
Coming to the plate now, Albert Pujols. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Hey, great job pounding the zone strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Slurred, and he jumps ahead here 0-2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Here now the 2-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Into the box now, Stan Musial. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Tatis onto the grass. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The batter, the second baseman, Hornsby.
Stepping in, Rogers Hornsby. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. He's set, and the pitch. A ball and no strikes.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Both teams with 6 hits so far. Hit hard on the ground to the right. He's got it. Throw on to Hernandez for the putout, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Mets 2 and the Cardinals 1. Jordan Hicks is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 12, Jordan Hicks.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Next up from New York, Christian Yelich. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. The 0-1 on its way. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
So now to the plate, Fernando Tatis Jr. as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. The 1-0. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
In now, Mike Piazza, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Now the 2-0. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. Vladimir Guerrero would be next. The 3-1 pitch is in there for a full count now. 3-2.
Count is 3-2.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Down in order go the Mets. They lead it 2-1. Roberto Ozuna takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 54. Roberto.
Here's the first pitch.
Don't let that go.
The 1-0. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Slow little roller to third. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Stepping into the box, Yadier Molina is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the first pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. The 1-0. Ground ball sent back up the middle, reined in. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Ready once again, Matt Carpenter. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch.
Cool, up there.
The 1-0. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. Two balls and a strike to Matt Carpenter.
One strike.
Now the 2-1. Hit high and deep out to left. A ball that's carrying. Irvin is there. Makes the catch and the ball game is over.
Wow, talk about a do-or-die situation. Amazing. They find a way to win the wild card game and advance to the division series. I know the home crowd made a difference cheering them on, and now they have all the momentum going into the next round.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Starting pitching performance kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, not the longest outing you'll ever see, 6 innings, but he definitely was a factor in the game.
Man to the African, it'll never.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. The postseason is in full swing, folks. You've been watching the National League Wildcard game.